Alright guys, what is going on? I'm Tubby Emu, giving you my views and my opinions on today's topic. And I want to be very clear on this. If you guys, for any reason, start to dislike my videos or don't like me and you feel the need to unsub, I appreciate you being a sub for as long as you were. I know people's opinions change over time and you like and don't like people. That's perfectly fine. And I respect that. I just want you guys to know that, yeah, you were good subs while you're here. I know some people have been getting mad because of, the videos I've been putting out. After WrestleMania, things have just gotten kind of hectic, trying to get stuff done. And there's really no reason why. We have a lot of different things going on that I'm working on personally with work, in the office related to a website. And a lot of my time is getting, taken up by doing that. So I do apologize for the lack of not only content, but pretty much just, topic videos. Last week I was working on a WWE power ranking video that I had edited. It was a top 5 countdown. I didn't get a chance to finish it. I had a bunch of other stuff. I had a FIFA 12 Ultimate Team going on, that I edited in 3 matches into one, and I just did not get a chance to finish it. A lot of things are going on right now that I'm trying to take care of first, before I get back to fully up and running. So I do apologize. So if the content in the meantime is something you guys don't like, feel free to unsub, and if the content does get better, feel free to come back and sub later. But what we're talking about is the Attitude Era, because everybody keeps hitting me up about Jeff and Matt Hardy. Not everybody, but a lot of people keep saying, Tubby, what do you think about Jeff Hardy? Tubby, do you think Jeff Hardy should return? Tubby, did you hear Matt Hardy is signing with the WWE? There's so much talk about, both of these guys and the Attitude Era. And a lot of people complain about, the Attitude Era not being here anymore. A lot of people complain that they never liked the Attitude Era in the first place. There's a huge varying disposition and people's opinions on the Attitude Era. Growing up, the Attitude Era for me was absolutely amazing. The memories I have of the beer trucks, the milk trucks, the jabroni beating, pie eating, it was so awesome. Back in that day, I loved wrestling. I would tune into it every Thursday when it was on the UPN. When they had the big fist, I watched WWE, WWF at the time, religiously. My dad would give me up for the late night showing of it after work, all that stuff. Huge fan. I'm not knocking the Attitude Era. And I know a lot of people's opinions are varying about that it's not living in the past. It's not living in the past. It's not living in the past. It's wanting better entertainment now. Okay, you want better entertainment now. I get that. I respect that. A lot of the storylines have been crap for the last couple of years. But saying it like it was in the Attitude Era, they could swear, they could call people sluts and throw beer everywhere, and there was blading and there was blood and all this stuff that not only does WWE not really allow, the FCC or whatever, the one that governs TV, there's restrictions on what you can and can't do. And they were pressured by just as much as the WWE to stop doing some of that stuff. They get huge fines for certain languages that they don't get bleeped out, things like that. And I keep hearing this, and, as a person who likes the WWE, who likes wrestling, to always keep hearing about the Attitude Era, which is 13 years old, and it's getting to a point where it's annoying the absolute hell out of me. I don't exactly know where it's going from here and to know what is going to happen. And I think that is a huge problem. To be honest, I'd be the first one to want to see the Attitude Era back. But it's 2012. You have, the MPAA, the organization that controls movies, giving ratings to Bully, a movie about kids and bullying, that they won't give it a PG-13 rating just because of the word fuck. And yet, we're sitting here and complaining because we don't get to see blood, blading, headshots, all this other stuff. I think it is a huge problem with, wrestling. I think the WWE could do more, could get edgier, kind of go away from the John Cena era. And I think that's what they're doing with Brock Lesnar. We got to see blood. You know, we've seen blood a few times this year, but getting to see John Cena get smashed in the face, I think we could potentially go back to that. But as a fan and seeing the sport evolve, I cannot see it, and I do not want to see it go back to how it was 10, 15 years ago. I just don't want to see it. I think back in those days, it was right for the time. It was edgy. It's what people loved. I tuned in every week. I was one of those people that, in the comments, who turned in every week to see what the hell was going to happen. And I would love to have the WWE have, more storylines like that. I think, coming into WrestleMania with Chris Jericho, CM Punk, we're starting to get actual storylines back in the WWE instead of just, 2 weeks before a pay-per-view decide these two guys are going to feud, which is good. But I don't think we can blame that just on it not being the Attitude Era. Look at how many of the superstars are in rehab, who had drug addictions, who had physical injuries from it. Look at Chris Benoit. I mean, there's a lot of problems from the Attitude Era. Yes, guys, I do not want to see the Attitude Era come back to the WWE. I want to see a new era where it's not blading all the time. It's not all this really wild shit. But it's not also this John Cena little kid type era. I would like to see some blood. I would like to see a little bit of action, guys. But don't get me wrong. I don't want to see a full-fledged, if I want to see that, I can watch UFC. That's what UFC's for. But Vince, please do something to at least better it a little bit. That way we get a little bit more interesting, a little bit more edgy content, and I'll be happy. Guys, I hope you stay subbed to me, and I hope you aren't too mad about the kind of mini Attitude Era rant, guys. My name is Tubby. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And I hope the Attitude Era guys, I didn't piss off too bad, guys. Tubby out.